Life is a journey. The day I gave myself to my husband is the day I commit myself to be his travel companion. From this day forward, I know our journey together will create wonderful memories. The person I am today is a reflection of yesterday. I had a happy childhood. My parents generously loved me and made me feel secured. As I grew up and opened myself to others, my parents allowed me to express myself and discover life with their continued support and guidance. And so I can say, my life may not be perfect and easy, but looking back, all I can feel is happiness and contentment. They say that life is like a book. Every day is a new page, and every milestone is a new chapter. We are the author of our own life. So when we write each chapter, write it in pen with passion and heart, so you'll never want to erase it. Each experience, good or bad, will make us stronger and prepared. Yes, life may pour sadness and trials, but have faith that it will not rain all day. The sun will shine and will give you 1,000 reasons to smile. The union of two hearts commences a new journey. A journey filled with love, faith, and trust. A journey that will change our lives forever. As I open the chapter of my motherhood to all of you, I want you to understand life's mystery. Being a new mother was a learning experience. Even before my child was born, I was already learning to be a mother. Instinctively, I began protecting my unborn child by curtailing many activities that I felt would put my child at risk. I found myself putting my hand over my stomach in a reflex action of protecting my baby. Potential motherhood already was changing me into a different person. I felt like a mother already. Motherhood actually began for me on February 24, 2004. I was brought to the hospital a little after lunch. This is it, the big day. At exactly 7:14 in the evening at the Manila Doctor's delivery room, I had a wonderful son named Adrian Yuan, whom I adored on sight. He was 50 centimeters in length and 7.5 pounds. The feelings I had were different from anything I had felt before. I was excited, scared, happy and sad at the same time. I didn't know if I could handle this monumental job that I faced as a new mother. I was very apprehensive about caring for my baby. I had read several books on child rearing before delivery, but it seemed like every bit of knowledge I had flew out of the window when my baby was born. Even though I felt inadequate for the task, in a few days it was time to take my baby home. I was on my own and it was terrifying and at the same time exciting. As a first-time mom, I made sure I documented everything. I kept his hospital tag, navel, first grown nails, and a lock of his hair. I also had his handprints and footprints in an album. Milestones like his first bath, first smile, first laugh, first rolled over, and more firsts were all recorded. While taking care of my newborn baby, I soon became a multifunctional worker. If only a new mother could be like an octopus with 8 arms. One arm could be changing the diaper, one arm reaching to get the formula in the bottle, and one arm retrieving the blanket the baby just kicked off. Unfortunately, we humans have only 2 arms and have to think of new strategies to accomplish many tasks as quickly and efficiently as possible. At first, this was impossible for me to learn. However, after a while, I developed a knack for doing all these tasks and was then lulled into a sense of security. I believed I knew all there was to know about raising a child. It was sure a mother's instinct with a lot of help from my mom, of course. Day after day, I watch him grow. It is like unwrapping a package that has intrigued me for the best part of a year and finding its contents more exciting, more perfect, more wonderful than I ever dreamed. I made sure I am beside my son every step of the way. When Yuan reached the age of 3 years and 2 months, I brought him to Kumon Casa Susana. It was not easy. The teachers and I had a hard time letting him sit still to finish his diagnostic tests. Like most normal kids his age, he is playful and can barely concentrate. He showed reluctance on his first few months in the program. I had to bribe him that I will buy him his favorite Hot Wheels or even eat his favorite nuggets and fries at McDonald's. Every session day was indeed a challenge. But several months of patiently bringing him to the center, finally, no more bribing. He then knew his routine. Get your kit and sit and be with teacher. Gradually, he developed discipline and self-confidence. Before his 4th birthday, he was able to read phonetically and was able to acquire adding skills and can even read numbers up to 1,000. The rest followed. His mathematical and comprehension skills grew and developed through the years. His classmates in preschool were just learning how to read numbers and count, but he knew how to multiply and divide. Calculating change when riding a public transport was a breeze. Year after year, He brought home medals, certificates, and most of all, pride to us. He was the first honor during their moving up ceremony in preschool. Consistent best in math, computer, science, and even in co-curricular activities. He represented his school consistently in province-wide competitions in math and science in Cavite. Won in most competitions in school. And when we transferred him to San Beda College, Alabang, he immediately blended and coped up with his fellow Bedans. A consistent MTG participant and recently one of San Beda's representatives in Australian mathematics competition and in international competition and assessment for schools, English, math, and science. Last October 2016, he completed the Kumon Reading Program and was given the Top 10 distinction by Kumon Philippines for belonging to the Top 10 nationwide ranking. On top of that, he also received 2 gold medals for being part of the Advanced Student Forum, which recognizes Kumon students with 5 years advanced study levels. You can say my son is so blessed with all his achievements at his young age. But each medal, each certificate is a product of hard work, dedication, and yes, sleepless nights. He is a normal kid. He feels lazy sometimes. He complains, most especially solving algebraic expressions and quadratic expressions. He argues, but he never thinks of quitting. Now that he is starting his adolescence years, I constantly communicate with him, letting him feel that I am more than his mother. I am his friend as well. I believe that with the values I have taught him and is continuously imparting to him, he will not go astray. At this point in my life, I have learned that motherhood is a choice I make every day, to put someone else's happiness and well-being ahead of my own. Part of it is to teach the hard lessons, to do the right thing even when sometimes I myself is confused. And most importantly, I learned to accept that there is no perfect formula to be a mother. It is imprinted in each mother's heart. My dream is for my son to realize his own dreams and fulfill the desires of his heart. I am his mother, and forever I'll hold him in my heart.